Okay, we are going to go through the Metric VBT app. Okay, so when you come in here, you're going to make your profile, do all this kind of stuff, put in your body weight, kilos, and crack on. You can save your changes. Okay, so as you can see, I've already got a set review of what was our push press, as you will see in the videos going further. All right, so I've saved that. I can share it, which is all fun stuff. Okay, I did that on 10th of March. So we're going to just go through what the highlights are and then just click through. You can see what I can do basically with that plus button down below. Right, so this is the data that it's going to give you on the back end after you've recorded your set. So we'll go through this slightly. So most of the time, we're going to be looking at this mean velocity and looking at this little graph, okay? So when we want our power tests, we're gonna look at the best on that, 1.34. You can see a little number underneath that as well. You can see that says +10, okay? I was 0.1 quicker on this set than maybe I did the last set before. So it will remember that and put it into your score, okay? So compared to the last time at 40 kilos, which is pretty cool. It's going to remember what you did. Then we've got the average meters per second, okay? So that is going to be basically the one we're going to use for your strength-based testing, okay? So normally we're looking at to be 0.5 and we know what's going on there, all right? So that's my average was 0.002, slower than last time, right? And then we've got a loss, okay? So that is the velocity loss from your best rep to your worst rep. As you can see, as I click through, down and open the graph. So from my best rep to my last rep, the velocity loss over the set was 31%, okay? Which would indicate if when we go into our educational pieces, that's quite a big loss and we probably need to stop because I'm that fatigued, right? So then we've got range of motion. Obviously, we're going to try and hit consistent range of motion throughout the whole set. So maybe if our squat depth wasn't looking too fantastic, we would look at this and probably discard some of the reps that wasn't too fantastic, essentially, okay? So that's a cool graph. We'll make those smaller as we go along. We've got eccentric tempo, which is pretty cool, on how kind of slow or how quick you're going down eccentrically under tension, right? So you can probably see my first one, I was coming down a little bit slower, a little bit more controlled than my last two, which is fine. It's actually like a 1 second count. So one, it's probably what we want about eccentrically rather than just letting it drop on us, or rapid eccentric, so we have to catch it. All right. So that would be more paramount in maybe in our squat positions and stuff like that. Okay. Then we've got analysis rep by rep. So you can see the mean velocity. Okay. So the actual velocity per each of our reps. We've got the range of motion for each of our reps that I just did and the eccentric. Okay. Just in a nice little analysis rep by rep graph. And you can see the velocity trace. Over time, it's obviously I pushed, and then I come back down, pushed, come back down. Okay, so it's looking at the graph of where that bar is going. All pretty cool stuff. All right, so to actually record, you'll see that plus button. And then we've got overhead press. If you were to tap on here, we've got all of our exercises that we could record. And obviously we're using about 11, 12 of these, all right? So if you want to go do some others, then that's absolutely fine. As we go through the setup, obviously we can just click through. This was a push press. We put our load in, 40. We can put something else. We've got some options of either kilos or whatever. And we're probably going to use default plates because I'm assuming everybody is. And then we will press confirm. And then remember, everything from the last set will be lost, okay? So just make sure you either write it down or record it so each individual piece of data will be there. I know Metric VBT and Jacob have a Excel spreadsheet that you could go and download and use, and it will talk to the app as well and record it, which is pretty cool, and record that metric over time. But go further and I will point you in the right direction for that if you want to look at it, okay? So continue to new set. And then you'll see what's going on in my little office. Beautiful. Okay, so you can see you can zoom a little bit, you can come out a little bit, but you have to keep yourself in this bit. Okay, so if the barbell or the athlete, goes into these little bits, into the little yellow bits, you'll see it will not record. Obviously, we can flip me around. I am right here. But if you go into that, it will not record. So We also need it to be perfectly stable. See? And then you will be able to record. You'll simply just tap record and off you go. Beautiful. And as soon as you pick it up, you'll be able to tap off and it will take you straight back to basically this screen for your set. You're able to, I would encourage you to save it and then go from there. I tend to screenshot all of this just in case. All right, perfect. I hope that explains everything.